we are gotta make sure we are live first. And I just said all that. We are live, it says. So let's make sure that we are live. Let's see. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Justin. This is the Ivy League live stream. It feels so great to be back. Hope you guys are having a great 4th of July weekend. If you're here with us, that's good, But I've seen enough fireworks. My girlfriend is mother half is on vacation. My cat's trying to join me. I love her to death, but as I do these live streams, I need a bigger boat. She doesn't have room to sleep up here, so she's eyeing her way up here. So don't mind her. I will. No, baby, I'm sorry. So, let me actually fix something, guys. I do apologize. I want to get this. No, come on now. I know she's just sitting here looking so innocent and cute. Video capture. Bada bing, bada boom. What's up? I got to shave. Looking like a Taliban. Thank you guys for joining us. So this stream might be a little long, maybe not too long. What I want to do. Why is this up here? Okay, I want to go over data. I'm going to go over a quick analysis on what everybody's talking about with like why the market has to go down, why it has to go up. Like you are to come up with your own reasoning on what you think future earnings, rates, what all that stuff plays its roles. What do you think? What's your target? Okay, do you think we finished the year end up, or I kind of don't worry about like year end. Like you can have both scenarios. Have your bullish scenario, have your bearish scenario. And I thought about that a little bit this afternoon before I was doing the live. I want to get that out. So again, we're going to go over charts mainly, and I'm going to make it quick. I want to go over some data that we have. Obviously, we have Fed minutes. We have some data out Thursday and Friday. I think we have job numbers. I don't know if it's non-farm payroll or not. We're going to look. I've been away for quite a while. We've had a lot going on with the family, so I thank you guys for bearing with us. Thank you for joining. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I'm here to give you real, valuable information, okay? This is not me throwing up a paper trading account and watching $15,000, $20,000 on the screen, and I'm just relaxed, cool, calm as a bee on options or stock. That's not it. There's a lot of stuff out there that I don't appreciate. It sends the wrong message. God, I wish I could get her up here. Again, I see it, and it gets clicks. Okay, that's fine. But I just feel bad for. I was reading comments on knowing why is this fake? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. If that man is telling you to hit the link, and he's got $30,000 on each trade that he makes in a few minutes, an hour, 2 hours. I'm going to tell you right now, the least he's going to want to do, I mean, everybody always wants more money, but he is not going to be cool, calm, and collect like that the whole way through. He's going to take his 4, 5, 2, 1,000, hell, even 15, 10 grand. He's going to take it. Great trade. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that I see, and I just don't appreciate it. But again, I can just appreciate them trying to get clicks. They've done their job. You've clicked the button, you tune in, it throws it up on the algorithm. So if you want to find real, actual information that I use, real money, this is my own money that I use. We trade Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. or 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Earnings, catalysts. Yes, we're going to stay after the bell. We're going to cover it. What do? We go over trades in the morning. We go over ideas in the morning, what the news is, what stocks are in play that day possibly. All right, we can go over some earnings calls. We go over lessons. We do a lot. All right, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to start doing. And it's been a lot because they say at least for me, and the saying has come true for me, losing family members or friends, it usually comes in threes. I know, baby. I'm so sorry. She's just sitting there in her thing over there, just looking at me like, Dad, I just want to hang out with you. So I feel like a bad parent right now. I'll have to bring her on here one day. She is the most beautiful cat you'll ever see. I promise. I have the most beautiful calico in the world. I'll put her up against anybody. She is. I'm trying to think of a model. I don't know. She's her. She is the best looking cat out there. I assure you. Post your comments, guys. You guys have anything? What's up, bro? So I'm doing good tonight. I want to go over this analysis. Let's do it. So, Fed. Again, like, share, and subscribe if you could. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we are live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4. We'll come on a little earlier, possibly. Again, we'll stay later if we need to. So I'm going to go over a little bit of data, what we got this week, and then I'm going to touch into, like, my thoughts on future price action, whether it be the SPY, the Dow, the Qs, just overall market direction. Okay, we can have if this, then that type of scenarios, but there's one bigger scenario I'm going to touch on, and I think you guys want to hear it. All right, and I came up with this on my own. I was outside, I was just thinking, I'm like, you know what? It makes sense, okay? And obviously, it always makes sense afterwards, right? But this is future price action. Let's see if we can get this right. All right, now, things that I worry about. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Yeah, for sure, man. We got a big week coming up. Especially, like you say, my guy. So, like you say, with like price action on Monday stuff, like the thing is, too, is we also have Fed minutes on Wednesday. I was actually kind of wondering if we were going to see some positioning towards the Fed minutes, which this is going to go into my analysis that I'm going to cover. So, we're going to go over this data. We're going to go over future price actions, just thoughts that I want you guys to take in. All right. And then I'm going to cruise through charts because I got to go through some charts. I've been off for about a week and a half. Of course, I traded, but I did not stream or anything. I mean, we were long the SPY on Tuesday, guys. The 435 contracts went 1,500%. They went from 10 cents to $1.57 roughly, just under $1.60, guys. All right, one of the biggest gains that I've seen in quite a while. I mean, honestly, I did not expect that. I did not expect that contract to pay like that. But again, this is what we teach. We teach to be able to help get you in the right positions. I didn't know. Maybe that was the neighbors. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just got thrown off. I don't know. So the neighbors are out in the pool. You guys might hear them. Sorry for that. Let's do it. All right, we said last Fed meeting, Jerome Powell gave us a really good reasoning on why they should pause 25, pause 25, or pause 25, pause, maybe a 25. Hard to say. He gave you guys a real good reasoning. He said we went from 75 to 50, from 50 to 25, and then what do we do from 25 on? Okay, well, yes, 25 isn't that much, but they're going to do 25, pause, 25, done. That's their plan. I think they get to their target. I really do. Unless something happens, which is going to go into my future thing, which is not about predicting or anything. I just want to put myself on the right side of probability. So if you're trying to lay in the puts, guys, and trying to front run this move, and you're just losing money doing it, or if you're scalping it, that's fine. But guys, if something is not working, please join us. Ask in the chat. This is what we're here for. We're here to help. Again, we're here to help, guys. If something is not working, bring it to our attention, and we have, the best community as far as chat willing to help me, myself. It's not just me here. So, please, any questions, type them in the chat. And if you guys have any tickers you want to go over or something you want to look at for the week, please, it would be an honor to just throw it up. We're going to give some ideas for one another. It's what we're here for. We're a team. We're here as a team. So we said last Fed meeting we thought we were going to get this rate hike because of what I just said. Powell pretty much laid it out, and it makes sense. All right, it makes sense. 75 to 50, 50 to 25, 25 out. We do 2 pauses and we're done, or a pause or 2, whatever. So let's go through the data. What is today? Today is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Thank you guys for joining us. So we have some inflation data in other countries. All right. Um, not too much to worry about. I mean, kind of curious on this PPI index for Europe. Um, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of people that want to go short, and there's a lot of people that are thinking long. Dude, I'm kind of with you on that AMD. We're going to cover that. We're going to see. What I want to do is I want to pan out to a longer time frame and work in. It looks so. I'm going to touch into that. We're going to get into that AMD because there was something I also seen that kind of makes me bearish. It was a quick reversal on like the 2 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, whatever. There was a price action, and I'll touch on it. And it just you had a nice green candle that went through that resistance level, and then just quickly, boom, finished that 3 minute candle, 5 minute candle down off of it. Quick price action just to the downside. That is what you need to recognize. It's those type of things that happen in the last like minute or two of that candle. Boom, they just sold it off. It broke it. Not enough buyers, too many sellers. Quickly reversed. All right, that's a sign. That's the one. So that's one area I'm looking at. But yes, AMD is definitely on the list. So again, you guys know this. We have FOMC minutes. So look, this is going to tie in. These minutes and everything, this data is going to tie into everything I'm going to say. Don't get, like if you hear other people on YouTube, wherever you get your information from, it is a big week in a sense. It's not like a huge week or anything. When it's going to be a huge week, you're not going to know it. Why is that? Okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, in order to have like a big, humongous run to the upside or to the downside, you're going to need this data and earnings. You're going to need the market to be surprised. Catching it off guard. That's when you get your big moves, guys. We know what the Fed's going to say Wednesday, roughly. All right? So if you hear people talking about, oh my God, you got to tune in, blah, blah, blah. Don't just relax, okay? Please just relax. Unless the Fed minutes tell you something that surprises the market. I don't think we get that. All right? I think we get them saying, bullish case, maybe one more rate hike and that's it. After the July, maybe they do kind of tell you too. Maybe they say they need more. Maybe they need more time and data. I think we're going to get that too because I'm going to tell you why. All right, there was something that happened last night that I was watching Bloomberg with Australia. I'll cover it real quick. Australia, they came out and said they're going to have to do more. They came out and told the market they think they're going to have to do more. It sounds like the Fed's not going to give any type of lag effect time. Now, these other countries are kind of behind us, all right? They are kind of behind us. But, again, it's tough because you have to take what they say because they say this for a reason, and you need to know when to interpret it, all right? You need to know how to interpret it, and they're telling the market something, okay? We had the Montana Fed. I know his name. But he came out one day, and then after the banking crisis, we rallied and stuff because he said we're almost to the end. He was telling the market we were to the end, and people were trying to fight it. No, he's telling you they're almost done with the rate hikes. All right, so again, we have Fed minutes. So Fed minutes, what do I expect? FOMC minutes, I think we get the same. I think you also may get a little bit of we need more data. We might have to go higher. I don't understand why, but that's what you might get. I just don't think you're going to get any big movements unless you get a surprise like a definite, yeah, 2 more, we're done. Or to the downside, we may have to add in, start pricing in another extra rate hike or 2. So that would be not 2 rate hikes coming for us, but 3 25s or 4 25s. So that's going to surprise the market. That bearish one I said is going to surprise the market. Now, if they say they're about done, we have 2 more left, and they're sticking to it, you may not get much. The market, we've already kind of priced things in. So Australia, that's what I was just talking about. Balance of trade. Kind of want to watch that because again, they came out last night. I'm pretty sure it was last night. They came out and said, we think we got to do more. So now, when does it become All right, market starts pricing in. Now we're going to start thinking, we're going to tell you that you're doing too much, and we're going to send this market down to have them give it the lag effect, to give these rate hikes time to process. The market will do that, I assure you. If they start getting way too over their skis, the market will tell the Fed, hey, what you're doing is wrong. You may want to think your positioning. All right, the market, you've seen it in 2018. All right, you've seen it in 2018, and what'd you get? You got a reversal on both ends. The market went down, Powell changed his mind, the market went back up. All right, they were both in agreement. Yeah, this isn't the right thing to do. All right, anyway, so you have some you have some services PMI. We have Fed Logan, jobless claims. Okay, balance of trade, exports, imports, initial jobless claims. And again, I think this is on Thursday. Yes, Thursday. So you have JOLTS job openings, ISM services PMI. All right, so this is what I want to get into, guys. So this is you have a lot of crude data also. There was news on crude about extending their cuts. That also is another thing I might get into in another time that I've been thinking about is oil and energy. Because that's also another thing that plays an effect. Like interest rates have so much more effect than just mortgage rates and credit cards and lending. There's more to it. You know, there's more. Just one example. What does that tell OPEC? Since we're now, you know, with the president we have, they have to start thinking about that. So what do? They start cutting back because they don't want to be holding a whole bunch of oil. And what happens? You also get high energy prices. So you have interest rates, high energy prices, charges more food. Like it's just, that is what really puts you into a recession. When really the consumer is just so, just getting, just like, you know, they're at the bottom of the sea and there's so much pressure on their wallet. Okay, they don't have enough dollars to keep up and live their life, so they start making cuts. That's when you get earnings. Like, that's also another thing that people don't talk about. All right, they don't talk about that stuff, guys. They know it's coming. They know there's usually about a year and a half, if not 2 year lag effect from when you go from 0 or 1%, whatever, to 5.5. When you have such a movement like that, it's going to have its effect. And whether it's because of interest rates directly or not, and bank lending or not, you're going to get it from energy. You could have soaring energy prices because they don't want to be, they're not going to continue to drill and be left with a whole bunch of oil because they think, you know, there's going to be, I mean, it's not just us, but the world. The world's going to slow down. So that could cause energy prices. And that's another thing I'm kind of looking for and trying to gauge, like when this recession, if we have a recession, you know, that starts to talk, because there is going to be that balance. There is going to come a time where before you get into like a recession where you might have high energy prices. And how far is that from when the actual jobless claims shoot up, from the rate cuts to the recession, the Fed, you know, cuts rates. So what's the lag of, is that about 6 months, 8 months, you know, 3 months, you know? So we are on Friday now. So again, I do apologize. I have ADHD. Again, ISM services, JOLTS, okay. We do have jobless claims, 4-week average, ISM, services, employment. All right, we have a lot of crude data on Thursday as well. Again, here we go again. I was telling you guys about these. I've been keeping my eye on the 4 and 8 week auctions. I keep my eye on all of them because it tells you the yield curve in a sense. All right, I think last week, guys, it was something crazy. The 4 and 8 week was like, it was like I think the 8 week was like 5.18 or something crazy, 5 point something. It was crazy. It was really high. There was a real demand for bonds last week, short-term bonds, I should say. So we go into Friday. What do we have Friday? We have non-farm payrolls and unemployment on Friday. Do we have? No, we do not. Okay, let's see. Just want to make sure. No Michigan numbers. Okay, so that's what we have. We have participation rate, average hourly earnings month over month and year over year, unemployment rate, non-farm payrolls. This average hourly earnings. Say that 3 times fast. Look how it's been coming down, guys. Look at that. Okay, it's been coming down. What does that do to earnings? So let's get into what's next, because we are going to go over charts. We still got to do that. These were my thoughts, guys. Okay, so in a nutshell, I'm going to go to the weekly. Okay, I'm going to go to the weekly, and I'm going to show you guys something as well that you guys are going to find pretty cool. So everybody's talking about a recession or like a slowdown. There's just a lot of fear, a lot of bearish sentiment, and it's honestly a lot of clickbait. Well, it may not even be clickbait. Maybe they feel this way. All right, they just have not. They don't do this like for a living. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, because what I'm about to tell you is pretty important, and I want you guys to think about it. And I'm going to give you some suggestions or maybe some things you could do, because this is what I do. If you want to be an analyst, you want to be a market technician, you want to do this for real, you need to go back. What was I doing today in the morning? This morning I started to go back. I went to the SPX, and I'll go through it. I went back to a lot of the Fed members, and I went back to all the rate hike cycles, just about. I had to go do a couple of things where I was asked to go take a family member out, so I decided to do that. So I didn't get to finish it, but I was going through the rate hike, Volcker, all, just these two, just all of them. And I was kind of matching up the dates and what happened and kind of tying these charts together from the past, because again, past is not indicative of the future. Now I'm trying to get a gauge on, what type of percentage move. Obviously it's going to differ on price because, $80 to $81, it's still a percentage. Percentage is a percentage. And it's also based on volatility and what was going on at the time. So this is my thought, guys. All right. This is my thought. I want to show you guys something first. This is the thumbnail, okay? It's not clickbait. This is not none of that. It's not what we do here. I want to give you guys actual information that you can use to take with you and be able to come join us on the desk Monday through Friday, Ivy League Trading, youtube.com, 7:30 to 4, and come make some damn money with us. Come make some money, guys. Look at this. Look at this pennant, okay? Look how we broke out and we just rode it. Bang. All right. I want to show you guys something now. This is the weekly chart of the SPX. What do we have here? All right. What do we have here? We have a low, and I'm going to get into it. I haven't forgot. I have not forgot, guys. I'm going to get into my analysis. All right. I'm going to get into my analysis. Okay. And what do you have here? I am on the SPX. All right. I made it probably a little bit too big. All right. And this was the final straw there. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this. You guys need to use longer term charts, okay? Because if you want to gauge the sentiment on future, like longer term price action, to put yourself on the right side of probability to trade intraday, okay? This helps you with intraday price action to be able to know whether, at least for the indexes, whether you should be long, short, what should you be doing, all right? What should you be doing? What's the probability of the direction of the upside and the downside? All right. So here we have what we call a MACD. All right. We have the MACD, and that was not what I wanted to do. So I apologize. Shit. So what I'm going to show you is now this type, you have to understand too. What I'm showing you here is bear market, not bull market, but bear market technical analysis. You have two. You have a bull market, you have a bear market. So for each bull market, for each bear market, you should be using different indicators. Okay, because if you know what if you really, really know what indicators are, okay, that tells you, if you know what they are, and we can teach you, like, it's not just a moving out, like, really, 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 what is it? So you get a sense of what it is and how you should use it. You should be using different moving averages for bear markets to bull markets. Okay, you can use your 9 EMA, you can use your VWAP, 200, 100, 50 day, that's fine. So what about like intraday, like a 14-day moving average, a 20-day moving averages? So what do you get in bear markets, guys? If you could, like, share and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. You get price action usually in bear markets that are a lot more volatile. So what does that mean? You get more up and down swings. So with that, you want to use shorter term moving averages, especially for intraday trading. So you want to look at maybe like a 2-week span. You know, what is this? 6, 7. So this is 1 month. So 2 weeks. Let's use a 14-day moving average. Okay. You want to use, because the price action is going to be so all over the place. You want to shorten it up. Now in a bull market, you don't need 2 weeks. Okay, you don't need really 2 weeks. You could use a 30-day if you want. I think we're still going to be in somewhat of a volatile market because for some reason they're going to see this or think this, and it's. But listen, guys, I really think you need to start thinking about what it is you're going to do as far as your positioning. All right, so look at this. We have the SPX. This is a weekly chart. We're in a bear market, so this bear market indicator I'm about to show you, it's not an indicator, but this is putting all the pieces together. All right, so if I go here, okay, and I draw a square here for this low that was put in, this is a MACD. This is a moving average convergence divergence. And then we put this square in here, and then what do we have? We could use, I'm going to use this RSI because this is where where we started the rally from, or where we've been rallying from. This is the entry point, and in this box down here on the RSI also helps put the pieces together that, hey, I should be in calls. This is past price action, yes, but you can use it for future price action. So what I'm going to show you is, okay, I don't know what color to use this. I don't know if gray's fine, if you guys can see it that well or not. We'll use pink. All right, we'll use pink. Why not? So what do we have here? We have the SPX, S&P, make a low. All right, we made a low. So the MACD makes a low. We make a low. Even on this rally, what do you have right here? Look at this. We made a low, which is right here at 438.60. And look at your RSI, or look at your MACD here. Boom, puts in the low. You put in another low, but the MACD is higher. The RSI a little bit higher. You got your little rally. Okay, we based. Boom, we got it. So here we have the MACD. We put in our low. Okay, we put in our low. Even back here is when the sentiment was kind of like, hey, we need to start watching, because look at the MACD. The level is all the way down at 114. 114. It puts in a higher low right here. So you have this low here with this low in the MACD, and then we put in a new low with a higher low. This is bullish divergence. And the RSI, it's not necessarily. But this is what I want to talk about, guys, right here. Here's our low, and we have the MACD here. All right. Now, what happens is we get our rally, and we start fading. Boom. We're coming into October, guys. Nice long downside. But what happens? This was such a long downside. It puts in a higher low, guys. It puts in a higher low. But what did the stock do? What did the SPY, the SPX, technology, all of it? It put in a newer low. We put in a lower low in October. But what did the MACD longer term tell us? It told us that the MACD did not make a new low, but the stock made a new low. That tells us there's bullish strength there, longer term. We're on a weekly chart now. Oh no, I'm on a daily, guys. I am so sorry. I thought I was on a daily. This is why it's important to use all of your time frames, guys. I knew something wasn't right there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, guys. All of your institutions use weeklies, they use monthlies, and they use dailies. Because price and time are the two things you need to try and figure out. Price and time. Price and time. Remember that. So we have here our MACD puts in a low. I thought, oh my gosh. You guys see this, guys? Look at this weekly chart, guys. Boom, we put in a new low. MACD puts in the low. We rally. We sell back off. But look at that, guys. Look at that. Look how much higher the MACD is. All right, on the weekly chart. Oh, shit. Longer term. That's kind of bullish. And you start to see this uprising. All right, so we're regaining. And people are thinking here, yeah, there's resistance. I have a resistance line there. You do fall back off. You sell off a little bit. And what happens? Look here. The MACD puts in a higher low. A higher low. We'll probably get some fireworks here soon, guys. So you guys need to use these. Look at the RSI. Flat out just oversold like I don't know what. The stock, we put in a new low, guys, and the RSI puts in a higher low. This is bullish divergence in a bear market. These are the things you want to look for in a bear market. Now, if we're in a bull market now, you need to start thinking about bull market things. What can I use to help tell me that if we get a pullback, that this pullback is still strong, that I can keep going to the upside? Or is it really should I be selling right now? Is this a time to sell? Yeah, we've rallied, but the stock's put in a new high, but my MACD is still lower. The stock put in a new high, but the MACD put in a lower high. Chances are you want to look longer term, some puts or short. I'm telling you right now, institutions use this, guys. They use weeklies, they use monthlies, they use daily, they use all of them. I think the weekly is really important, and I don't think it gets enough. It doesn't get enough. What would be the word for this? It just doesn't get enough recognition as I think it should. And look at this pattern, guys. Look at the weekly chart close on this pennant. Look at that. That's something else, guys. It does not get any cleaner than this. It does not get cleaner than this. The RSI double bottom, the second, on the second double bottom, it's actually a tad bit higher. The stock puts in a new low later on, a few months later. Guys, it's after this right here. You have let me see if I can show you guys this to really pull it out for you. Look right here, guys. Look at we put in a lower low on this low. We'll call this a V bottom, okay? But the second this candle here, we put in a lower low. That was the low. That was the low of last year, this year, whatever you want to call it, 2022. That right there was the low of the bear market, and the RSI is now higher. Okay, stock's putting in the low. The RSI is not putting in the low. The MACD is not putting in the low. That's bullish sentiment, and we have rallied since. Okay, another thing, time. What did I tell you? Price and time. Look how long, guys. I remember the 400 level. The SPX is going to be a little bit different than the SPY. But I remember 2020 being in 400 and said, I'm done buying. I'm done. Because it gapped. You guys remember that? We got a gap up over the 400, and it was like 402, 403, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm not buying anymore yet because I didn't even get that 400. And then, obviously, year and a half later, we turn back around. We fill that gap. So this is the kind of information I want to help you guys use for future trading, for future price action, to be able to make some money, to help your family, to go buy a steak, to go on a vacation, and even just if you want to just know when you should possibly buy good companies, and and for your long term. All right, this is for trading. I don't do long-term investment advice. You should see a financial advisor for that, because there's a lot involved with that. You need to know the sentiment. You need to have a real good gauge on what's going to come. We came out of COVID. Look at oil. It was negative. We had a big opening. The world opened up. Boom. And then we got a new president, OPEC, war. higher oil prices. Now, nobody probably foresaw all that, but the fact that you opened up, you went from nothing to opening up, and everybody's got money. Boom, energy was the play. And I called out energy. That I still look at my charts from back then. I have them posted, and I'm like, guys, it was on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, Golden Cross on the weekly chart, guys. If you don't know what the Golden Cross is, it's the 50-day moving across the 200-day. You know, you want it on volume. There's other things you want to see other than just it going up above it. But yeah, so we're going to start digging into some charts. I wanted to show you guys that because this is important. This is important. This is how you make money in a bear market. Now, how do you make money in a bull market? You kind of want to do, like, not necessarily the opposite, but you could. You just want to look for when we start, if we're starting to climb higher and we pull back and we start to climb higher and the stock puts in a new high, but your RSI isn't putting in a new high on a longer time frame. That's just one way to kind of gauge, hey, maybe this rally isn't so strong. Maybe there's something going on underneath. Let's go into my thoughts about what I was thinking about earlier. I need you guys to understand that what is your ultimate, like, I'm not going to say year-end target, but what is your ultimate year-end target? And if you could, post your tickers and stuff, guys, and questions. Any questions, please. We'll take them and answer them the best we can. If we don't know the answer, we're going to send you to the person that has the answer. Again, all right, so we have right now, today, the Fed's backstop the banks. The Fed's balance sheet is up. That kind of helped that. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this some air real quick. My thoughts on Apple, I'll get into that real quick. My thoughts on Apple are probably, man, that thing has been strong as I don't know what. Give me 1 second. I just gotta turn the fan on real quick. Sorry about that. So, I'm going to try and put this in the best way possible that I can because I'm not good on, like, speaking. So, everybody's trying to fight this rally. Excuse me, sorry. What did we say? Price and time. Guys, we spent a long time down here. We went back below 400. It was about a year and a half below 400. So let's think about this. Why did the market go down? All right, we had rate hike cycle. You had a possible war that was unknown, how it was going to be, how that whole thing was going to turn out. All right, what else? I think that's kind of it, honestly. Trying to fight inflation, but that's why we have a rate hike cycle in the first place. We had a war. The war seems to be contained in Ukraine. What else is there to go down? If there's something I'm missing, please throw it in the chat, guys. If you have any, even after this live, I'll answer them. I think not only are they're buying time, and I don't even think it's just buying time. I got a couple things on this. So we have the war and we had interest rate hike cycle. So we've had the rate hike cycle. The war is going on. It is what it is. The banks have been backstopped. That was the other little leg. Okay, so the banks. We had to worry about the banks, blah, blah, blah. That's been handled by the Fed. The Fed's raised its balance sheet. What would be the reason for the next leg lower? Like, what is it? Today, we don't have anything. Now, we could wake up tomorrow and something could also happen. But I want you guys to really think about this. What is it going to take if you think we haven't put in a new low? All right? Or you think we're going to put in a new low? What's going to bring you down there? You had a war and a rate hike cycle. All right? I'm going to tell you right now, I think, this is my own thoughts, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I honestly think we may just get a pullback, and I think we're on our way up from here. Now you might have your sector start to pull back. Doesn't mean the whole market has to. Like he said, Apple, like that thing is just a beast. I'm going to look at the chart on Apple. So in my head, I was thinking about all these things, and it's obviously just clearer in my head because I kind of understand what I'm getting at. But guys, like, you got to think, like, what is it? That if you think you're going to get a new low, what is it? What's going to take you down there? It's got to be pretty damn bad if we're, for us to get down there. That means you're going to have earnings that are just way too low, that it's going to take way too much time to get back to this area up here. All right? You're going to have a recession that is pretty phenomenal. All right? Like it's pretty damn big, which causes recession. You're going to need something pretty bad to happen if you're going to put in a new low. Now, one thing that it's kind of a balancing act. I just don't know if we get it. Now, is it as we're going to for us to make a new low? Is it really, are earnings that bad and the recession is that bad that the Fed can't cut rates fast enough because they overdo it? I don't know, guys. I just think you need to ask yourself those questions and start looking to say, you know what? Like, what is it? What is it that could bring us down to these levels? Now, we're not going to know. You're not going to be a psychic and just think you can just guess, because there's going to be an unforeseen thing. Like, you could have a major war. Like, it's going to have to be something that's pretty bad, guys, and I just don't know if we get it. I really don't, because the Fed's not trying to kill the economy. They're trying to kill inflation. All right. Now, if they fail miserably and they just continue to just raise, which I don't think they're going to, I just don't know if we're going to get. I think that's it for now. That doesn't mean something bad can't happen in the future. But I'm just starting to weigh those options. And I know the market's up now, but again, it's going to have to be pretty bad. Like, can we come back and visit 414, 400? Sure. Depending on if we just start making new highs, then where's our downside target? Okay. I want you guys to just think about stuff like that. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go into the SPY. We're going to go into the Qs, just so we can get a gauge on when we go through these stocks. What should we be thinking? If the SPY and the Qs are setting up long, then that means we should probably be long. Whatever stocks are pretty weak for whatever reason, whether it's a sentiment, news, or whatever, then we should follow it up with some weak stocks. And I'm actually kind of curious now, because now the Fibonacci from the COVID low is just like, that's it. Now I need to start thinking about drawing fibs on the upside now, guys. All right, fibs to the upside. So if you guys see something watching this, let me know, because it's funny. Like, if I go back and rewatch this show, I will actually not be able to, like, it's just, I can see like things and patterns on my phone or on the computer watching it that I don't see as I'm doing the live. It's kind of funny. So if I miss something, just let me know. I have my fib up, right? I do. Happy 4th of July, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I just figured I got to go through charts and stuff tonight. I might as well. I can just do it live. Man, I wonder. Look at that. 460.80. Now, I could do a retracement. I could do a Fibonacci retracement. All right. So what would I consider? It's a nice little cup and a boat. Look at that volume. Let's see here. Let's see here. I want to see if I can do. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second here. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll do it another day. So this is SPY daily chart, guys. I want to see. We did not get to my targets yet. So we are above all major moving averages. That's one fact. That's the bull bucket. That coin goes right in the bull bucket. Bull bucket, bear bucket, fill them up. Whichever is the heaviest. There's your there is your whatchamacallit. There's your direction. Oh shit. Was that from Monday? It was. I didn't even see that. We are failing up here, guys, a little bit. I want to say it's due for a pullback, but the thing is, coming out of a bear market after I told you this rally, you could get a lot of money, get put to work so quick it'll make your head spin, and there will be no pullbacks. Just know that. I've been through these before. Just know that once this thing gets going, that doesn't mean that it has to pull back at all whatsoever. Because there's a lot of money that does not want to miss the rally. Okay? I just wanted to know what the hell those dots were. So this is the weekly chart. I don't know what futures are doing right now. I have not looked. And we can look. We can do that. So let's see. So I'm bullish, guys. Right now, I'm bullish. I want to see if we do not get above this. We're starting to put in a double top here, guys. On the daily. I'm going to go through more after the live and do my work for tomorrow. That's weird. Yeah. Okay. It's not weird, am I? We are putting in a reverse island, guys, too. This is also something I noticed. You guys see this? This could also be considered an island reversal. All right. I need to figure out how I can do this to help you guys see everything. So instead of like me clicking, I got to work on that. You guys see this gap here? Boom. Gap. I want to test this. I actually want to come back down here, guys. Guys, I want 438 so bad. I'm hoping to get it. If I get 438, watch out. This guy's going long. I ultimately wanted this area right here. I still want this area as well. I want this 429. Now, why do I want 429? Because we had this double top here, guys. So if you go looking at Apple, well, Apple's been straight up. SPY is about $20 from all-time high, 467, pretty sure. Oh, I thought it was like 470 or something like that. I think it was like damn near 480. 479.98. So pretty much at 480, my guy. Yeah. So 479.98. Trust me, I know that number, bro. Don't play with me. I know that number. I know what it is. I'm waiting to see if we get there, and all these people the whole way up are going to miss this opportunity and say the market has to come down, the market has to come down. Well, right now it doesn't have to come down. Banks aren't closing shop. The Fed backstopped that. What's next? It's time. I think it's just going to take time, and even then, I think you're just going to get a pullback. I don't even know if you're going to put in new lows. But I am going to show you guys one thing that is worrying me, guys. Look at the 2-year treasury. Look at this 2-year treasury, guys. This is not good. We are so close to putting in a new high on the 2-year. Why is that? Why is that a little nerve-wracking? Because the S&P, or the market in general, has not put in a low before a peak in the 2-year. again, the market has not put in the low before the 2-year or before, your spike in interest rates. So far our peak is March. All right, so remember this. Our peak is March. We bottomed in October. All right, so keep that in mind. And look, we are. Maybe this doesn't stop. Maybe they go to 5 3/4, 6, and then the market starts saying, "Yeah, you fudged up, bruh." So I want you guys to pay attention to this island reversal, though. You guys see these gap and goes, gap and go, gap and go on the SPY. It's important because you just need to realize that, like, what is going on right now. Go with the tide. Don't swim against it. Don't put your own personal feelings and emotion towards it. All right? I'm actually going to take these candles and fill them in green. So look at this island reversal, though, guys. I'm still waiting to see if we can get this. It's like 429, 429.50. I'm still waiting for that. But we do have an island reversal right now, guys. Right now, so we get a pullback on this island reversal. I'm just going to be long. I'm going to put it to you that way. I don't want to give you guys any ideas and then you guys lose money and you yell at me because you blew up your account. I'm just waiting for it. All right. What are the Qs doing? Pretty much same thing. Gap and go. We'll see if we get up above this level here. All right. So we're going to run through some stocks. I also do want to look at the Dow and the IWM. The IWM is still sitting down here. It did try to rally the past couple days. And we have crypto, guys. Remember, there's crypto news, kind of, not really, but it's still, the crypto thing is still lingering. So we want to watch this week coming up if it gets legs, or what's going to happen with it. Look at these tails off the IWM, guys. They are not letting this thing rally. They're not letting this thing break out with the rest of the market. That's not a healthy market. Okay, there's a bear case. There's one bear case. So I just don't know if we get a new low. Not saying we can't. I would just be really surprised if we even see 370 again. I'm going to tell you right now, we see 370 again. I'm buying both hands, fist. I don't even think it'll let it get to 360. I don't know. Don't quote me. Watch us end up at 300. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it now. I'm sorry that I ruined your retirement account. Just give us some more time. You'll be back up at all-time highs before no time. Maybe. So I was looking at past charts, guys, and it's not good, man. Like some of the stuff that I've seen, like where it's taken 20 years for break even, not just the Great Depression. You guys should do that. Pull up the SPX and go back. They used the Dow back then, so if you want to use the Dow, if you want to go into like earlier times, like back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s. So, but really just like 70s, 60s, 50s, 30s, stuff like that. You want to look at the Dow. Let's look at I'm going to look at the weekly chart on the Dow real quick. I just want to see what it's doing. Also, again, it's not as clean as the SPY, but man, I just feel like that down move, that is a nice break on 100. Look at this green line I had there. Man, I hate. Does that ever happen to you guys when you guys put something on the chart and you come back? Look at that. Are you kidding me? What did I do? Look at this. Could be a nice cup and handle, guys. Again, we have not seen cup and handles in a long time. Why is that? Because we've been in a bear market. All right, those are bull market indicators. No, I want to. Wait, is that a candle? Huh? Yo, what is that candle doing there? That's insane. Look at the MACD. That's wild, guys. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, let's do it, guys. So we know the SPY. So look, if the SPY is up in an area, putting in a double top, and we're kind of thinking we might get a pullback, unless we gap up above this area, then we're going to be buying dips. All right, we are on the 15-minute chart right now. So, see, that's kind of wide, but whatever. Um, we got to see what this week brings, guys. See if we get a pullback. If we get a pullback, this is where I'm wanting to buy. 438. 438 is the area. It'll give you the gap fill. Okay, that is the gap fill. Let's do it. Let's go in the charts. Actually, let me look at the Q's 15-minute real quick. All right, so what do we have? We have AMD and Apple. Colin, have you had a good holiday weekend, bro? I hope you have, man. Tell your brother, tell your family. I said hello. Tell your little one, your girl, tell them all. I hope they have had a. I hope they're doing well. I hope they had a good holiday weekend. All the above. And thanks for being here, man. It's greatly appreciated. Let's take this off. Remove drawing. Again, guys, I want to see us get. Now the Q's is a little different. You know, 366. Nah, not really. It's not different. 364. You know, you could settle for 366, honestly. That could be another level. Actually, I will put that down. I do got to go back and kind of go through these and I got to make kind of get rid of old lines and stuff like that. So the Q, so I think it's just the SPY that hasn't touched this previous double top that I've been wanting out of yeah, no, actually, so the Qs haven't got 357. No, the Qs did get there. Right? They did get there. I want this area, guys. It's big, at least for the SPY. The SPY never retested this. So, you know, I don't know what it takes. I mean, the Qs were shy. Qs were shy of it. All right, so let's do it. Let's go to Apple first. So we know the SPY is coming into resistance so far. See if we get the pullback. Actually, I didn't look at the indicators for the SPY and all that, but it's whatever. Man, Apple, this thing is so not volatile. Actually, I did see also the one thing I don't like is we don't have the monthly chart on Thinkorswim. I got to go to I got to use different charting software for it. What? All right, so first things first, we got the 100-day. We got the 50-day, I mean, crossing up above the 100-day. Let's do something real quick. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, my mic wasn't on. How long was my mic off? I don't know how long it was off for. Shit. Damn it. Uh-oh, I might have messed up. I'll have to go back. I'm so sorry. So let's see here. Who's here? Let's see. Yeah, I think Apple needs to get pulled back to this base. It's 23.6 fib. It needs it. I think 180 would be a nice retest for it. So another, see, I don't really play Apple too much unless there is like a sentiment. I don't really play Apple too much. Look at this big gap fill you actually have from Apple right here, right around all-time highs. And it was kind of filled. Damn, that sucks, man. I don't know how long that my mic was muted for. I apologize. So let's go into some stocks I'm looking for. I'm going to look at Amazon. There's a couple of them. So let's go to AMD, weekly chart. AMD, I'm right. Now, AMD is not... I was like, that's crazy. Hold on a minute. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, that's because of logarithmic. That's why. Okay. I wish these charts had, I wish they had, a monthly chart on them. So, let's go over AMD, guys. AMD has had, we do have some volume to the sell side. That's one thing. Let's see if we can pull up. I'm going to use all of my indicators here. All right. I still am going to go work on some things tonight. And, man, that is a big tail off that base there. I mean, it's obviously lagging NVIDIA. NVIDIA's at all-time highs, and this thing isn't. That is a nice break and retest on the weekly. But I think a better AMD test has to be down here in the hundreds, in the low 100s. 103, right? 103, 102. You know, I think, and that should, well, it's going to bring it down. You know, you'll have to watch. Let's look at the daily. Let's look at this daily. Now, see, for me, I think AMD's putting in some different signals. All right, it's putting in some bearish and bullish signals. I mean, the selling is there up here. The selling isn't down here so much. There's a little bit of selling down here. But this is the ride. That was a nice big ride for whoever was short there. Yeah, guys, again, I think 104 to 102 area is where you got to look to be short on this thing if you are short, or if you want to be long, even. Like, I just think a pullback to be long doesn't have to be exact, but yeah, it could use some support down here in this area down here. We have no major gap fills that I see. Let's look at, actually, I'm sorry guys, hold on. Let me go to the weekly chart. Let me use all my tools. It takes a while to do this, and I'm trying to do it quick on the live stream. If you guys have any questions, any charts you guys want to throw in, do so. We'll take any questions you guys have. I mean, this thing's just been uprooted straight up, so it is practically overbought, I'm sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we gotta. This thing needs more time to figure out what it's going to do. You know, as of right now, if we can't get above, so look, the S&P. This is an easy way to think about this too, guys. This red line up here, okay, is where you want to. Oh man, I forgot about Olive being out there. She's probably scared. You got to think about being short, okay? Why do I think so? Why do I think the short is the probability? Because right now the SPY and the Qs are coming up to resistance. So if the SPY and the Qs are coming up to resistance and they can't grind higher, and the market starts to pull back, maybe that's going to pull AMD back. All right? Maybe that'll pull AMD back. Let's go to, you know what, we need 4 hour for this. Sometimes you got to bring up bigger time frames. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if this level breaks right here, AMD, watch out. I mean, I don't know. This is the area. Again, this is the area. I mean, really right there. That's your zone. 100 flat, 166. If it can't hold this base right here to the left of the screen, if it pulls back and can't hold this and start to grind higher, holds this, hold this. I mean it could. I just think if it were to grind all the way back down here, then we got problems. You might get a bunch of buyers to step in too. So this was the tail kind of too that I was talking about earlier. So AMD on the 4 hour, it's going to be tough because your fight. This is the fight. This is the fight right here. You know, you got buyers at 113.95 and you got sellers at 115.75, 116. Look, like this tail. Look at that. So do you see how we broke and got up above and held right here? Look at this. Look at that tail. Boom. Sold, but it did not break. It did not break that level. All right. Boom. We broke up above, sold it. So I think AMD just needs a little time. I don't know what the hell that was. It actually almost looks like a reverse head and shoulders a little bit too, guys. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, sticking it, right? No, not really. I don't know. I think it needs a little time, honestly. I think it needs a little time. Let's look at, I wanted to look at Amazon, Google, Microsoft. There's a bunch I want to look at, but let's go to the weekly chart. I want to look at Carvana. What else? Like I want to look at crypto stocks. Look at Amazon, guys. Look, I waited, and this is why you shouldn't wait, but like this is a weekly, but on the daily chart, I was just hoping for a pullback to the 90 MA and I never got it. Never got it. It won't let me take that line away. Let's see here. Auto zoom. 1998. God damn, this thing was sub a penny. It wasn't sub a penny, but you guys get it, right? That's crazy, isn't it? That's so insane. That's so insane. Let's measure the whole move. I'm kind of just curious. What does Doomsday look like? Wait, no. That's so weird. Oh, it's because it's logarithmic. That's why. That's why it's gonna look goofy. That's why it's gonna look weird. Alright, so boom. That's the whole move of Amazon. Yeah, not something we want to do. There's nothing there. 2019. How did this thing fare in 2008? Wow. Look at that, guys. There's not really many stocks that you can find that put in a new high. Oh, never mind. It didn't. .com bust. Look at that's so crazy. So I'll mainly just look at the indicators for now. Oh, you know what? Look, and it just fooling around. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. And then we tap the neckline. Going. Wow. You see that reverse head and shoulders, guys? If not, you can see it from afar. If I zoom out, what do you see here? The left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look at that. It's a little ugly, but it's there. It's a little ugly, but it's there. So, where can we expect pullbacks? Where can we expect this thing to go? That's the question. That seems like a good place. All right, let's go look at the daily. The handy dandy daily. How long have we been on here? I'm going to try and run through these quick. AMD. You know, we're still looking at AI stocks and stuff like that. Man, did it just find... So you have a lot of tails here that I broke up above on Monday and still held up there. Did not close below them. The close is so important. The close is so important. And I don't think people understand. Like, the close is... It's not about where you open. It's about where you close. And that's what you really want to pay attention to. And sometimes on, like, line charts, you'll see different patterns because a line chart only takes in the close. Am I seeing this correctly? Yeah, so again, it looks like Amazon, it looks like a lot of these stocks are coming into resistance. I just want to see if well, yeah, Tesla Q1 deliveries. We'll have to go through that. There was just a humongous beat on Tesla's Q1 deliveries. I think I had my mic paused there for a while, man. But yeah, it was Tesla Q1 deliveries, and there was like Chinese, some other company, so they were getting talked about, but mainly like Rivian and stuff. It was because, you know, Tesla's Q1 or Q2 deliveries just killed it. They killed it. And then you also have on top of that the whole reason of you know, Tesla is electric vehicles. You got Ford, you got General Motors now wanting to use their charging stations because, you know, they've paved the way, you know. Tesla has paved the way. RSI MACD. Let me look at the hourly chart. So Amazon's not really, it's bullish. So it did break up and excuse me, it sold back off and held. We'll have to keep it on watch. It's not something I think. I see. The thing is, I was waiting actually for Amazon to like make a nice rip to the upside. We got to pay attention to, like, man, did you guys see? And I missed it myself, but like, look at Friday's price action, guys. Look at that. It was up 13%, guys. You guys also want to watch Coinbase also because there was news with BlackRock on yesterday. This is a stock that's just been getting hit. It does have a longer, just, you know, it's kind of in the space and it looks like it's trying to break out now. So if we can somehow get a pullback, let me see. I'm probably going to do a couple more. I hope some of this stuff helped you. There's not really many people on, so I'm going to probably go outside in a little bit for a minute. Tomorrow I kind of want to just wait to see what the news is going to be. You know, you could get random company news to help us, you know, get into a trade or something. But I'm going to be watching Coinbase tomorrow, guys. I will be watching Coinbase. Because so I guess Coinbase is going to be pretty much the middleman to this SEC filing from BlackRock to, I guess, have an ETF or something or another for Bitcoin in the equity markets. Something that I guess follows, or it's even for a futures market. I'm not sure exactly. I got to read up on it. So we'll have to find out and see. What I mean by that is, see what the SEC has to say. They, the Nasdaq has filed the work. BlackRock's filed the paperwork. The Nasdaq for the Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq has sent the paperwork to the SEC. We'll see what happens about uplisting. All right. Not sure how they can ask you to pay taxes on something that they don't think is a security or a commodity, but yet they can sit there and charge you capital gains tax. This is why, if honestly, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. Be a good citizen, pay your taxes, but if you don't, you tell them, yo, how are you going to tell me to pay taxes on something you don't even consider to be capital gains? Where's the capital gains at? It's not a commodity. It's not a security. What is it then? Is it a currency? Like, the SEC, there is no, this is just up in the air. They literally are making this shit up as they go, and it makes them look so bad. So bad. Like, it's okay to let's just make them pay taxes on it. But in the same token, the SEC is not going to consider it this. What? What? Either it's a currency, it's a commodity, it's a security, and if it ain't, you ain't paying taxes on it. Guys, can we do better on putting these people in office? I don't even want to get down that rant. Alright, like, come on. Stop letting them rob you. Stop letting them rob you blind. They look stupid. They look stupid right now. They really do. And then to say they're going to fine them this. What? Jesus Lord, help me. I don't know. I think it's sad, guys. I really do. I think it's so sad the day we live in. It's a good time to be alive, but it's also a sad one. Guys, you guys want to seriously watch Coinbase tomorrow. Alright? You got to watch Coinbase tomorrow. We have some resistance up here. Alright? This whole area is just chop. It's really 76 to 84. Sorry, I just want to make sure nothing's on fire. They got fireworks going. I thought I smelled something burning. Maybe not. So, watch Coinbase because there is news. We could get some more news out tomorrow regarding all this. Keep it in your back pocket, though, guys. Keep it in the back pocket. Let's look at the 15-minute chart real quick. Nothing. So, if there are pullbacks. So, here's a good example. Where's the SPY? The SPY's put in a double top, kind of. Alright, there's a double top here on Coinbase. I actually want to see if Coinbase can get... No. Alright, let's see, guys. I want to see what happens tomorrow with this. Because what happens is it'll bring liquidity. You know? It'll bring liquidity, and we love liquidity. Liquidity is what pays. It's what pays us as traders. Boom. Look at that. So I want to see if we can get a pullback. 15-minute moving averages. We're way over. So if we pull back and we rally again, you start to notice the MACD not putting in a new high with the stock, and the RSI also putting in a lower high with the stock. Then you got to watch. So for now, I'm watching pullbacks. Trying to make this easy on us. I hate this chart. It's so ugly, guys. I don't like these charts. There is a massive resistance up here at 85. I'm gonna have to go check on. So I have a cat that's outside. It's on the porch. It's another beautiful cat. And I'm gonna have to check on it a little bit. She's on the porch. Let's see. Let me turn this light on real quick, actually. Give me 1 second. Alright. Let me see. I don't see her. All right, so I'm gonna want to watch coin. We gotta watch BTBT, Mara, MARA. I also want to see what Carvana does tomorrow. I know, sorry if this. I wanted to make this stream more. Maybe tomorrow night I'll get more into it, or we'll do it in the morning. We could always do more in the morning too. Um, this is Carvana. So daily chart, weekly chart. I want you guys to think about using these weeklies and dailies, guys. They're important. I'm telling you guys, they're important. Institutions use them. Now we see we are getting oversold on the weekly chart. MACD is trying to cross. Look at this buy side volume, guys. You better watch out for Carvana. If this volume keeps up, you have one red weekly candle in here. All right, so far. Maybe this is the week where it pulls back. I don't know. But I can say this thing has fought with the 50-day previously. A little bit. I don't know. We'll have to wait. Maybe it'll need a little bit more time. Or, let's see. Man. I just feel like that is a... Yeah, man. No problem, buddy. Happy 4th to you and your family as well, bro. I'll see you in the morning. I'm getting ready to get off here myself. Let's see, 4 hour. I wonder if this is really like the market. There's something that either they know something's going on. Maybe they have good earnings this quarter. Something's going on. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let me see here. See, this is a tricky stock because again, it has it's a heavily shorted stock, so there's just mixed wild price action all over the place, and that's what gives us volatility. I should look at a line chart. Let me see here. Study style. You know what? I'm not even going to do that right now. I'll do it another time. And there was another one, guys, as far as AI. All right, let's go to the weekly chart. Not much price action here. So what we talked about tonight, guys, I want you guys to think about what's going to send us in another bear market, like a bear market. What's going to be the phase 2 of a bear market, and where do we go? What are your expectations? Think about it. Think about what we've had in the past. We've had a war, not us in particular, but we've had a rate hike cycle, war. There was a lot. Now do we get to over tightening? How bad is it? Those are my thoughts. I think you guys got to think about, if you're not making money, maybe try something else. Join us, like, share, and subscribe. If you could, please, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. But if it's not working, try taking the other side of the trade. I mean, if you're just completely not doing well, you need to go paper trade. You need to start asking. You need to start typing in the chat. What are your questions? Why is it that you're failing? We need to figure it out. All right. Is it psychologically? Is it you don't know how to read a chart? Like, what is it? What is it? What is it that you're doing wrong? We need to dive in, dissect it, fix the problem, so you can move on with your life. All right. Because the stock market it doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care if you're black, you're white, you're Asian, Mexican. Don't matter. Don't matter if you're rich, if you're poor. It'll treat you the same. All right? If you learn and get educated the right way, you can mess around and change your life. You really can. It's not that you can. People do it every day. People do it every day. They've done it in the past. They will continue to do it. Maybe I'm kind of going too quick for this, but that looks like a pretty mean double top there that I think I don't want to step in the way of. No, man. So there's our base flat top resistance. So that's the level there, guys. I'd watch this 38, 37 level. Gaps. Not really any gaps. Let's pull up Tesla. I just want to go through and find some good charts. I want to actually look at some drilling stocks too, because I think we could see a rise in drilling stocks. We got to look at banks. Banks are got to be on the list as well. All right, I will do more in the morning, guys. I'm just going to run through these real quick, and then we will get out of here. If you guys don't have any questions or any charts you guys want to run through, I get it. There's only one person on now. It's probably me. So, let's see here. Tesla. Rally. I want to see if this might be a blow off top for Tesla. We'll see. We shall see. I'm really curious if we start to get a pullback at all. Really curious. That's so insane. That rally's so insane. So insane. Clear as day, reverse head and shoulders. So if we look, there's a fight going on up here at this gap. Got my target to the upside. Look at this, guys. Look at that. So we broke up above, broke down, tried to get back up. It's kind of rejecting. Guys, 279.45. 279.45 is on watch. Alright, that is on watch for me. That's important. That's an important level right here. Because if we can't... Well, I think we see a gap fill. I think we see a gap fill. I really do. If we cannot break up above it. And hold at that. So that's Tesla. We'll go over Microsoft. Again, I'm going through them kind of quick. I'm going to go through more tonight. Let's see here. And I think Tesla needs a pullback. I think Tesla really needs a pullback. It could use it. Pullbacks are healthy. You know, it brings in new buyers for the long, or it brings in new shorts for the short. Okay. Microsoft kind of putting in a head and shoulders here, guys. Let's look at the weekly chart. I know, I gotta feed my little turkey butt. My cat. Oh, Australia, guys. Remember, Australia said that they needed to do more rate hikes. I think I said that. I just wanted to tell you guys that. So, you know, they're talking about more rate hikes now. So, keep that in mind. Let's just go to the hourly. I'm trying to look at everything. Boom. Yeah, that, you know what? I like the... Damn. So where would our target be? This is the hourly. Let me pull up a 4-hour chart real quick. That's a huge... Why do I have that? Remove it. It was a big area, and I'm sure there's a reason why I had it, but still, that's way too big. Way too big of an area. You know what? I will take that. I'm gonna take the previous and after hours probably off. But this is going to be key. This level right here, guys. Watch 338.50. Or I'm sorry, 338.04. Okay, on Microsoft. Gotta watch it. If the SPY and the Qs cannot get through their double top, then I expect more downside. Alright. Did I go to the weekly? I think I did. Weekly charts close so like on the money, it's insane. 336. It looks like it just held, it broke and held 336 here though. It's weird. Moving averages. Boom, boom. Oh, look, guys. It's sitting up here, and the RSI is kind of getting tilted. The volume's kind of dying out. Of course, we haven't finished this week, so I want to see how this week ends with Microsoft. Again, wow, guys. Yeah, see? This is bearish. This is bearish. We've got bearish indicators on this thing, guys. So just be aware. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the short on Microsoft. I mean, we want to get it at least down here to, you know, flat top resistance there. Boom. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired, guys, so I might get going. But I will be back early in the morning. Alright, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Let's get up out of here. Guys, I definitely am looking at Microsoft tomorrow. Alright, you have some news with it. You have news about the, just an investigation. That they haven't been committed. They haven't been, you know, proved guilty or anything on any charges. It's just the way the world works when you make a lot of money like them. They have such a big business. I think it does more good than bad for the economy, and they want to just, bite the hand that feeds them, per se. So now it feels like we're turning this into resistance now, guys. See that? See how we had a small bounce off the past prior day's high? Not necessarily prior. It was the prior days. It was Thursday. It would have been last Thursday. Let's look at a 15-minute chart. So yeah, I'm getting tired, guys. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys could like, share, and subscribe. If you want to post in the comments after the live, guys, I read them. I will answer them. If you have any comments towards stocks, anything you want to learn, come join us live Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4. Sometimes we'll be on a little earlier, and we'll also stay a little later with earnings or catalysts or anything. In the mornings, we come up with our game plan, where we're going to be trading, what we're going to be trading, how, why, when, where, ATR, where's VIX, all that good stuff. Where's the 2-year? Where's the dollar? Bada bing, bada boom. Come join us, guys. Come join us. I don't know why I keep saying that. That's something I got to change. I'm just tired, and the stuff takes work. Let me say this. If you are struggling at anything and things are tough, please have the power. God grants you the power to be able to get through it. The man doesn't throw anything at you that you can't handle. If you're struggling with anything right now, we're here. We're an open book. If you have dreams, if there's things you want to do in life, okay, start doing. Just go do. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about, hell, if you have a license, this, that, the third. Just go do it. Just say, you know what? I wanna open up a paving company. I wanna start a roofing company. Okay, what do I need? All right. Get out a list. Start thinking of the things you need. First off, do you know how to pave, or do you know how to roof, or do you know how to, or computer science? Like, what do you want to do? You want to be a web designer? Like, what is it? Do you know how to do those things? No? Okay, well, first you need to learn. You do kind of know them? Okay, good. So that's one off the list. Start doing things, guys. So what do you need to get to work? You need clients. Do you need an LLC? Possibly. Maybe we'll worry about that later. I don't know. Just build a checklist and just go do. Just go do. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about this, that, the third. Again, like, if it literally is about money, then when it comes to that part, go to the bank. The bank doesn't want to give it to you. Google, where can I get money from? Venture capitalists, people that just Google anything, investors for my business. I don't know. Just start doing. Just do. Do you want to learn how to trade? You're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. I'm not going to give you no wrong information that I think. I would never give you information that I think would harm you. Let me put it to you that way. I'm not going to over exaggerate things. I'm not going to under exaggerate things. All right, this shit is important. It's so important. Like, it takes time. You got to go through charts. You got to do things that you don't want to do at times. Sometimes you got to, what am I going to do? Am I going to go out drinking and hanging out, or am I going to go through some charts? What are you going to do to start a business, to be an entrepreneur, guys? I want you guys to be able to live the best life that you can, because I haven't had the perfect background or anything. I'm still not perfect, okay? But I get up and I try and I come up with a game plan, and I just do. Don't know how it's going to turn out, but you know what? Give it hell. Just give it hell. All right, so with that said, thank you for joining us, guys. Join us tomorrow morning. We'll be live 7:30 to 4. We're going to be up bright and early. We get the Fed minutes this week. As far as the market, I don't know if we'll get much, unless something changes or we get a surprise. Again, if we get a surprise, we get something that the market wasn't expecting, good or bad, then we'll get some good movement, okay? Again, the 2 year has been going up with the market, guys. Everything's just been going up. I have not looked at the dollar lately, but I would like to look at it. So yeah. Where is the dollar going? I hope it didn't just find support in here. Look at this, guys. The dollar seems to be putting in a pennant. Not to say it's going to go higher. This is why we need longer term charts. Alright, this is why we need longer term charts. That's insane, guys. Look at that. That's so insane. That's so insane. I don't know why I got this weirdest 80s song in my head. You guys see what I see? At least I started to think I seen it. I'm not sure. Looks like a pennant here on the weekly. That's our base. That's it, 1967. That's insane. Look at this. Boom. Think about, oh my goodness. I could not imagine. I could not imagine that. That's so insane. That's so insane. That's crazy. So if you guys like an idea to go see what caused, like, the time it started, roughly 80s, September. See what happened October of 1980. All right. Maybe type in Fed member. I don't, just Google, just whatever you think you can do to get to it. And also at the top, you guys can do it for the downside too. Doesn't always have to be the upside. All right. Like, what happened on this day? February 2nd. Or really, April 2nd. Or April 2002. Thank you guys for joining me. So just keep these things in mind. This is the dollar. Is this the weekly chart? Let's look at a monthly. Monthlies help, believe it or not. I am so serious, guys. I am so serious. It's kind of just putting in lower highs. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens with it. But remember, guys, the 2s and the 10s, the 2 years been climbing higher. So has the market. Just protect your neck. Protect your neck. Protect your wallet. Manage your risk. Manage your risk, guys. Okay? Manage your risk. It's so important. It's the only thing that's going to keep you in the game and allow you to get opportunity to, you don't know what this week could bring. You could have a huge week, good or bad. You just got to learn from it. Maybe you have a great update. Maybe, this is the week where we make some really, really good money. Start going. You got to go back over your work. Look at your volume. Go over charts. Things like that. And that's all, guys. And if you guys have any dreams or aspirations, entrepreneurship, whatever, maybe you want to go buy a dump truck and have a dump truck business. I don't know, anything. And trade on the side. Just start doing. That's all I can say, guys. Just start doing. Just start. I don't care if it's taking out a list and writing down the steps that you're going to take to do it. Just keep fighting. Just keep at it. I pray for each and every one of you out there. Thank you guys for joining us. All right. So, again, we will be live tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. But that's all, guys. I'm watching Microsoft here tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, hit the like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell for when we go live. That way you guys don't miss anything. And again, if you guys have any questions, man, just post them. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you guys have any ideas, throw them in the chat. Any questions, I'll get to them. See you guys tomorrow. Again, bright and early. Get ready, guys. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week, guys. Should be some good opportunities.